What is good, y'all? SGG gang, it's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild video. Before we even hop into it, man, hit the video with a like. It shares it out to other people so they can come in and enjoy the series and come in around postseason time. And today we'll be getting into games 2 and 3 in the series as we're fighting for our lives to try to hold up our end of the playoff bargain. Now, of course, we want to at least try to make it through one round or at least win a game. You know, we don't want to just get in as the 1 seed and get swept out of here. So we'll at least be going through games 2 and 3. Hopefully, able to come away with the win in one of them against our division rivals here with the Cleveland Guardians, who's had a great season. They've managed to turn things around and make things close here at the end when it was looking like it was us all the way. And to turn to us to help us with this victory, Spencer Turnbull has been above average pitcher. You know, I wouldn't say he's the ace by any means, but he's definitely a good 2 or 3 option because he's played phenomenal all season in his 33 starts. ERA about mid threes, whip around the 1.3, 1.5 area basically all season. And we're looking for him today to go and do some more of that. Strike out to go ahead and start the game against Jimenez as we're looking to try to come out of the L that we took in game 1, defend home field, and at least get one of the 2 victories here in front of our home crowds. Give them something to cheer about even a little bit more here. As Jose Ramirez chops this on the ground after 2 quick strikeouts. And it'll be a ground out to Crone, taking it himself, just barely beating him into the bag. And tasked with stopping us is going to be Cal Quantrill. If I said that wrong, make sure you guys leave stuff in the comment section too. Let me know with name pronunciation. Let me know if your favorite team's on the screen. You know, if you're a Cleveland Guardians fan, let it be known in the comment section how many of you guys are rocking with the Guardians. But 32 starts the season, a 3.74 ERA. He's looked pretty strong as well. We're going to have our work cut out for us, especially since the offense has been a little lackluster recently in games that we watched. Now, of course, yesterday we were able to go and squeeze out 5 runs. And just 5 was not enough yesterday. But we can have that same kind of production. And this is already off to a good start. We could make something shake here again, as that is a base hit getting into the outfield. Akil Badu up next. We're going to try to steal off on second and hit this one a long ways in the center field. It looks like he actually probably didn't even get to move that much, as that ball will get away from the second baseman, but we had to go back to tag up, so no movement there from Verlander. On first base, Jonathan Scope up next, 2-1. He's going to watch that cutter in on the hands. Haven't seen him have much power here to end the season. Started out the season great. I think he finished the year with 24 home runs, but at the All-Star break, if you remember, he had 20. So, I mean, he's finished out the second half of the season with only 4 home runs. So, for whatever reason, this team they're starting out strong. We started out very strong. It just fell off. Like, certain parts are just falling off. Now, here, this is a deep fly ball like the right field. I was about to say that might have been gone. It's trying to distract us real quick, but that is a sac fly. That one just barely, like, grazed up against the wall. That's probably about 2 feet from a home run. Eric Haas up next. And unfortunately, he doesn't get the same kind of power on this 2-seamer. Just pops it up to first base. And we'll get out of the first inning with still no runs across. Now, let's jump ahead, though, to the 3rd inning here, as we have Marco leading off for the Guardians with a base hit up the middle out to Matt Verlander, as they're looking to maybe get a little rally started themselves. It always sucks when you get that leadoff runner on and you're not able to produce runs off of it. You know, move them over and around and score them in, or at least hit a home run or something. But that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Try to get a level play ball here on a full count. He'll pop this one up, though, back to Baez, who will quickly go underneath it, just out of infield range, and make the play. So Spencer, his role in the team, as of right now, in my eyes, is still a 3, maybe even a 4 guy, depending on Casey Mize' development as he get the strikeout there, and what happens with Jackson Jobe in the spring. So is his spot in the rotation secured? I would say so, at least at the 5th start. That's going to be a throw down. Not in time. And I have no aspirations to go into free agency and pick up a starting pitcher by any means. I think we have the guys in the rotation to do it, or guys in the organization to do it, as that's going to be a base hit that's going to get down. Verlander wasn't able to get there, and we're going to see our first run of the ball game score via Cleveland. Jimenez getting a base hit here as I'm trying to talk about offseason plans. Let me focus in a little bit. Steal attempt here, as that's going to go deep out to Carpenter with 2 outs. It will not matter, as that will go ahead and end the 3rd inning, but Jimenez getting the first run of the game across, and we're going to stay with the pitching here. Spencer Turnbull. Hopefully he's not about to let the wheels fall off, as that is going to be Jose Ramirez taking one deep right center over the shrubbery in the outfield. That ball is gone. His first home run of the postseason, 400 feet. And just like that, it is a 2-0 lead for the Guardians. Can't believe we're letting this thing slide out like this. Hopefully we can go in and calm things down from this point, because we do not want this getting out of hand. But after scoring 8 runs, 4 of them being late yesterday, and starting off here early down 2-0, the confidence has got to be very low, especially in that curveball, being that was the one that gave up the home run pitch there. Now, how we finish it up, though, a little liner out to the outfield after finally getting the first out of the 6th inning here. He's able to make it quite a ways through this ball game, calm down significantly. But now we have another chance to a run could possibly come across, and it's Ramirez again lining a base hit into the outfield, not enough speed to move over to third. But we got first and second with just 1 out. As we got to start looking at the bullpen. Maybe it's time to get somebody up and ready here soon. And maybe we might have just let him go one batter too long as Christian Walker takes one way out of here. Over the bullpen, back almost near the second set of seats. His first home run of the postseason. 419 feet, and it just put his team up 5-0. 3-run shot off that one. And like I said, sometimes I do let my guys stay in just a little bit too long. That might have been one batter too long. You just got to hope it doesn't affect the outcome of the game. Maybe the offense can come alive. You see, we're in the 6th inning and still haven't had too much offense to even show, let alone, putting up runs on the board. We haven't even had anybody really getting on base to show anything. If we go ahead and go to Anderson Espinoza, got the stamina to be a long reliever. Could pitch this 6th, 7th, and 8th inning if I need him to. Probably could even go the 9th. But we'll see how much farther I need him to go. As he goes and comes in against an immediate strikeout of Oscar Gonzalez there. And then next up is Yoshida. 0-2 count as well. Swings, pops this one. Shallow center field. Verlin will range in for it. Nice, easy play. But like I was saying earlier about the rotation, Spencer, I think his spot's guaranteed, at least as at the 5 at the least, or a long reliever. I think his spot at the major leagues is secured. It's just a matter of where he'll be in the rotation. Therese Gual will come back. Casey Mize's development, Matt Manning's development, Jackson Joe, what is he going to do? And if there's any other surprising factors that might change my mind too as well. But I don't plan to go into free agency and go try to sign somebody. I think that appropriate guys are on this roster. We got to build from within from this point, at least at that spot. Now, let's jump back into the gameplay because we do have some exciting news here. First and second, no outs. Our first big run scoring opportunity, it looks like, is Jonathan Scope. This will be a great time to show that clutchness he showed, at least in the first half of the season. That ball will get away. Nobody's going to move up, though. Evens up the count at 2-2. That curveball got a little loose. Full count after the 2-seamer to make it 3-2 and swings through it, gets underneath it. And apparently it was too late on it, too, as well. But CJ Cron will have the same kind of opportunity first and second after the strikeout. Swings right over the top of that cutter, though. Just barely missed out on that. And that's what you got to watch that vision for. You got to have good vision for your hitters. Even if the power's there, they got to be able to see it. But if they see it, it is gone. 3-run home run by CJ Cron. His second of the postseason. Hit one yesterday, and this one is a big-time one to go ahead and shrink up that lead. We are now just down 3-5. Now, imagine if I took out Spencer one batter earlier and that 3-run home run didn't happen. We'd have the lead right now. But still plenty of game to go. We still got plenty of opportunities to get this league growing. I'm just glad we finally see the board. And after that, they go in and go to their bullpen as Johan Duran. Hopefully I said that right. Is coming into the ball game. A 1.94 ERA and a 106 whip is amazing to have coming in the postseason. This is got to be one of their clutchest guys in the bullpen. This is what happens when you have a good bullpen and good starting rotation. You can limit powerful offenses like ours. We were up there in the top 10 and runs and RBIs and average, but this postseason we looking kind of rough as that'll be a fly ball going out to left field. Gloved in, quick 2 outs there, and we're down to our last 4 as Jonathan Scope will come in again. 1 for 3 on the day, but we could really use some power here. Not enough there. That pitch came in at 101 too. Keep in mind that 4-seamer's coming in quick, but we popped that one up. Not able to do anything with it, and Anderson Espinoza is still in the ball game. I had him go the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and now he's trying to pitch his way through the 9th and get up out of here with a nice circle change there for the strikeout. This is a Rule 5 pickup that worked. I can see him being very successful in our bullpen. I can see him staying up here. I thought maybe after the season I would want to send him down to AAA or AA, just so wanted to keep him because he has A potential. But he's pitched very, very well in the roles that we've asked him to come into. Like, of course, there's been some games that have been a little inconsistent. He's a 50 or 60 overall when we picked him up. I expected that, but he's pitched way better than some of our guys that we have at a 70 overall rating. So I think his spot at the major league level is even secured, but we have to see as spring training, and that don't help my case for you as that ball wanted to leave the stadium. It's in the running way tunnel. Yoshida finally gets his home run in the series, and this game just got extended back up to a 3-run lead, 6-3 Guardians. I cannot believe the home runs we've been giving up here in this park. Got to work better on that, and we go ahead and go to the bullpen. Maybe I should have not let him pitch the 9th. Maybe this is just pitching decisions on me. Let me know down below. Do you guys think that my decisions are wrong here? He only had 20 pitches through. The stamina was still in the green. I thought he could at least get me one more out. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do it. We had to bring in Lopez just for an unnecessary strikeout. But they're going to go to their bullpen, their closer, their main star, Emmanuel Class. as he's going to come in and try to save his third of the postseason already. And it'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up as Crone chops this one on the ground. Good timing, but just got on top of it. Not able to flex the power once again, and he is out at first base. Eric Haas is up next with a 1-2 count himself. Swings over the top of a cutter, and now we're down to our final man. It is Kerry Carpenter. First pitch he sees is a cutter in and high and tight that he'll watch go by. Gets another four-seamer, though, right up about chest level. Bullies this one out. Deep center field at the warning track. It is caught to end the game. And that'll do it, man. We are going to have to go to Cleveland down 0-2. These boys didn't just steal home field advantage. They absolutely took it out of our hands and bullied us to the floor as they sweep us at home. And now we have to go to Cleveland and avoid a full series sweep. Not too many times in the regular season that we get swept, but it's looking very possible here today as we were not able to produce any kind of good offense. You see Turnbull 5 in the third, 5 earned, 5 strikeouts, 7 hits. I'll take responsibility on that one. Maybe I should have took him out a little earlier, but Crone, pretty much our only offense here. The top of the lineup was great. Bottom, pathetic. Carpenter, Baez, Cabrera, Wong. Y'all got to figure it out there at the bottom of the 4 because I can't be getting just hits with my top 5 and know that my bottom 4 are just going to be outs. So, with that in mind, I did make a little bit of a lineup and roster change here going into game number 4. Not really roster change because you can't change the roster in series. But we do put Drew Jones into the starting lineup in right field today to replace Kerry Carpenter. I just feel like that might be the best move and one of the only options we had to replace him. If Keith Clemens was here, I would have put him in at shortstop, but we didn't really have that option and nobody else really to play short that I kind of trusted with that move. So the only move we made is putting Drew Jones in near the bottom of the lineup to have that speed lead right into Verlander and Akil Baddoo. Now today we'll go up against the man that brought him here to this level anyway, Tristan McKenzie. 5 innings. I mean, the ERA is pretty bad, and, you know, he went through some stuff in that start, but he pitched well enough for his team to get the dub. But I'm hoping he can have another start like that. Hopefully, he can give up a couple more runs here today, and we can really get to him, and I think we watched how to get to him. We got to work these counts, got to work these at-bats, and we got to make him really throw as many pitches as possible early, even if we're not getting the runs. So starting us off here today, Matt Verlander is going to watch that first four-seamer go by. We're going to be watching pitches. If it doesn't look good, if it don't look juicy, if it's not like a steak, we not swinging. Look at that four-seamer. We're letting it go. It's not in the powerhouse. 2-0 count already early. I already fell back on my word. Four-seamer in on the hands. I tried to pull it. It got pulled right to the third baseman on the ground. Easy ground ball out. Next up is Akil Baddoo. He's got an 0-1 count too as well. Gets a nice 12-6 curve right there, right to the second baseman though. Beautiful pitch to hit. Bad result. And this is not the game to be having bad results. We are in a elimination game here in Cleveland. We have to get this dub as this one's going to get chopped on the ground. It's short. He's going to pick it up, have time to spin and throw and get Jonathan out there to end the first inning. Now for us, we're putting it all in the capable hands of Matt Manning. Somebody that I thought could be a potential ace, maybe number 2 for us if we happen to lose Luis Severino. 32 starts, 3.73 ERA. He's been pretty good this season. I think he's leveled up to a 79 overall. Came in the year at like a 75. So seen a lot of development out of him. He's had a great season. For much of the season, he was the ERA leader, the wins leader. So we know that he can produce. Maybe it's the second half fall off that we've seen for a lot of our players. And that's why you guys didn't vote for him as the MVP, because right now we still have a Riley Green leading, Akil Baddoo at number 2. And Matt Manning actually did get a vote, but right now he's still number 3. Nobody has any other opinions on who it should be. So I guess I did a pretty good job of naming our top 3 players for the season. This one's chopped on the ground. Crone's going to go ahead and go pick it up and then take it himself to the bag. That's 2 quick outs, though, for Matt Manning. Controlling that pitch count. Only 4 pitches through the first 2 batters. And then Jose Ramirez does him a favor, makes it a 5-pitch innings. He flies this one deep out. Matt's going to try to get to it, and no, he's not. It's going to get up against the wall. He's going to have plenty of speed to go and get into third base. The question is, does he test it for home? Throw will go to third. Not in time. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to pitch just a little bit longer. But 3 pitches is nothing as we get that strikeout on the curveball there. 8-pitch first inning. Let's go ahead and stay back with him as Matt Manning is wheeling and dealing right now. Gonzalez checks his swing on the circle change. Coming right back. It looks like we want to hit that curveball. Let's see if we can go ahead and get him confused here as he pops this one. Going out to left field. He's going to range back. And Baddoo's going to go ahead and pick that one up as we are able to go ahead and get out number 1 in this inning. Finally, Yoshida. He's up next. Takes the same curveball, and this time he shows his young counterpart how to hit a bomb as that ball is gone. Second home run of the series in back-to-back days, and he just put the Guardians up 1-0. Not exactly what you want to see, especially from a young pitcher. You know, his confidence is already probably pretty shaky first time in the postseason. And then he hits the curveball like that. I don't want to be surprised if we don't see another curveball for a good minute. And I say that 1-2, Marco, what are you about to see? Curveball. Similar result to the first time he threw it, so that should help the confidence come back to it. Not everybody's going to be able to smack that thing. But then George up next 0-2. Let's go ahead and throw that slider in on the ankles. Gets him to check his swing, but it'll be called strike anyway. As we go to skip up to the top of the fifth, everything kind of calmed down for a brief moment. Let's see if there's any action here, as we are still down 1-0. Tristan McKenzie's pitch count is looking beautiful right now, so we're not doing our job of making him throw a lot here. 1-1. Gets a four-seamer in on the hands. This is going to go deep back towards the corner at the wall. It's caught. Caught on the warning track. Just didn't put enough behind that thing. And then we got to go to Eric Haas, who's got a hitter's count now. Maybe he can get something in over the plate. 3-1. Is it beautiful? Is it juicy? It is. It's a base hit up the middle of the four-seamer right down the middle of the plate. Easy work there. I would have loved that ball to get over the wall. At least been a double, though. That could have been an easy RBI there on that one. And because of it, Baez will go ahead and swing and miss. Still struggling at the bottom of that lineup. Miguel Cabrera still struggling as well, as this will be a fielder's choice over for the 6-4 ground out there. As we go top six now, still waiting for this offense to wake up. Drew Jones swings and misses through that slider low and away. He's the first-round draft pick back in 2012 or 2022. Remember, we traded for him. And there he goes, getting a base hit, getting on the base pass, man. 92 speed is going to be a lot. And you got 91 right behind him, and then 80. I think it's 87 for Akil Baddoo right behind him. So let's go ahead and try a bunt and steal here. They're going to pitch out. Missed it, but he's in there safe. That 92 speed is going to be electric up here with that 53 steal, too. That's a pretty good rating, way better than Berlin. Drew Jones might have to be the new leadoff hitter if he does make his way up here and make room for some other guys and maybe move Matt Verling over to the bench as he watches that pitch. And it's just not been a successful year for him, and definitely not a successful postseason. I don't even know if he has a hit yet. Other than that, earlier, Akil Baddoo, full count here, gets a four-seamer to hit. This is going to be up the middle, and you know that 92 speed is going to come home. The throw's coming into the plate. How close will it be? Not even. Jones works his way around with the base hit, steal, and then a base hit from Akil Baddoo. We try to steal again. They pitch out entirely, completely reading it this time, and they go ahead and gun him down. But at least we tie this game back up with that base hit so we can finally go back to pitching and see what Matt Manning is doing. With one out in the inning, throws that curveball yet again. It's still getting smacked around a little bit when it's left over the plate. But pitch count is looking good. We have a chance to get this game and keep it tied up. 6-3 here. They're going to try to steal. It was a hit and run. Throw goes down. He's not going to be in time. That will even up the count, though, and will make it full after the slider misses. 3-2. Watches the four-seamer, gets froze. Go warm up on the bench for me if you don't mind. 2-2 here. We're going to throw another one to Ramirez. Thought we can freeze him with that circle change. We'll have to come back evened up, runners to a second base, and we freeze him on the four-seamer. Go warm up with your teammate. We got plenty of heat if you need it. Go sit down, and it's back up to the bats. We got 3, 4, and 5 up here in the 7th inning. This is a perfect time to score some runs. Four-seamer right down the middle, and it goes right to the left fielder. Didn't even have to go back to the warning track or nothing. Good timing. I've said it before. I feel like I don't know if he should guarantee a hit, but with power like he has, it should be a little bit farther as we get another good timing on a slider that gets over the wall. You're not going to be able to scale that one and jump in unless you're Spider-Man, so I'm sorry. But that's the third home run of the postseason for CJ Cron. Finally starting to show some of that power. I wish we saw more of it in the regular season, but he does give us the lead here as he takes that one right over the wall. Great play. And we'll have to try to follow that up as Eric Haas in a 3-1 count yet again. We'll watch the four-seamer come in because we didn't really like that one too well. Let's see what we can do with a full count now. As Tristan McKenzie still in the ball game. Watches that ball go. He'll go ahead and walk over to first base, and they'll do their due diligence. They'll go ahead and get him out of the game now. Not try to force him, not try to let him go any longer than he needs to. They're going to go ahead and go to the bullpen and bring in a fresh arm. So not that bad of a start. I mean, he would be on the hook for the loss, though, if we lose. Look, making sure my young dude is calm, collected. He's a very good pitcher. He only has 3 pitches, though. The slider curveball, which is a 12-6 curveball, and the four-seamer. So very dangerous mix of pitches. Could lead to a lot of strikeouts, but will give you, I feel like, a lot of headache. If he's on, he's on. If he's off all the way. So we'll have to face off against Trevor Stefan. I don't know why I struggle with that name so much. Stefan again. 3 games this postseason, and we've seen him before. We're going to look to see if we can tee off against him here. Hobby Buys with the runner at first base. Swinging through the four-seamer there, 0-2. And then what does Trevor have for us here? Tries to get him to chase. He's not going to. Smart, man. Let's work his pitch count, too. These relievers get tired even quicker. And unfortunately, not able to make any contact with that one. He's going to have to go sit down. I don't know if he's had a hit all postseason. Miguel Cabrera 0 for 2 on the day. He chops one on the ground. This will be an easy run over for the first baseman, as they're going to go ahead and make stuff happen here. And we'll have to go to the bottom of the 7th. We still have Matt Manning in the game. I mean, we have the lead here. I just want to see if he can get me one more inning, and then we'll go bullpen. He's been pitching great. Pitch count is low. He's kept these guys off balance all day, other than that one curveball mistake. These guys have been off balance for the first time in this series. So I wanted to keep him out there if we could, and that's going to be a base hit that gets up the middle. Now, what do y'all think? Y'all think we take him out right now? I wouldn't bet on it. Y'all know how I do. We're going him in a little bit longer as Yoshida bumps this one out deep in the right center field. This will get up against the wall. It won't bounce over, which I was hoping it did do. And that'll be an RBI triple. It looks like he's going to run into third base, and he gets there in time. Once again, might have had him in there too long. And I'm actually just going to leave him out there to see if we can go in and stop this one. It'll be a liner over the scope who makes the play. Had to throw to first base because I thought it was on the ground. Then we have George Valeria still game tied 2-2. Chops us on the ground to Wong, so he's able to get us out of it. We would love those 2 ground balls, one batter shorter. But I might have let him stay in a little bit too long because of it. This ball game is tied going to the top of the 9th. Akil Badu trying to lead us off here 2, 3, and 4 for us. But he grounds it right over to first base for the easy first out. As you can see, De Los Santos is in the ball game for them. As they went back to the bullpen, Jonathan Scope timed that one up perfectly. He's going back deep near the wall. It is gone. Finally, the curse of the streak is broken. Jonathan Scope actually times one up good, and it results in a hit. He has the power. He has the contact. He has the vision. And he finally puts it on display here for his first home run of the postseason, getting it over that tall wall. And now we have our lead right back, 3-2 here. And we're just going to try to extend it as much as possible so we can bring Alex Lange in and hopefully redeem himself from the bad outing he had earlier. As that strikeout from CJ Cron will help increase the lead. And then Eric Haas 1-0 gets a splitter up in the zone, gets underneath it most likely, and just pops it out to shallow right field. But we're going to our guy, our closer, Alex Lange. ERA really high because, you know, he was only able to get one out, gave up a lot of runs, and blew his save and lost the game for us. But he was perfect basically all season. Only thing he had, what was it, like 5 blown saves, 4 blown saves all season. And that's 46 saves, so 50 opportunities. He's been great all season, had no second half meltdown. I had no reason to believe that he would give me a performance like this. In the postseason of all times, he gives up yet another home run to give up yet another ball game. Thankfully, no one was on base for a walk-off home run to end this game, but Jose Ramirez just tied the game at 3 with his second home run of the postseason. Straight up line drive out to the outfield, no doubter. And this has to be questioning Alex Lange's position on the team. I'm not going to lie to you. This is 2 years in a row where it's something he started out great and then had some kind of meltdown. Last year was an entire second half meltdown. This year, it's a postseason meltdown. And I can't trust somebody's going to have postseason meltdown. So closing pitcher might be on the table for us in the offseason as we're going to go and get this throw in to Wong. As that is a double. No out still. Keep in mind, if this runner comes across, the ball game is over. So we get Gonzalez here to pop this one out to Verling, who will go in and come in and catch it. No movement from the runner at second base to move up to third. And at least we keep him complacent. Now we come right back, though, to answer that up to Yoshida. With a 3-0 count, he's been very dangerous for this team, so I understand pitching him carefully. And it works to our advantage as he pops this four-seamer up into the outfield and left. No movement yet again. So now it's going to take a legit hit to bring the run around here 2-2. Gets him to swing at that curveball to end the inning. Great pitches, and we'll have to go to extras. Now, this is something I didn't know. I don't know if this is in real life, too, but there is no extra inning running in the postseason, I guess. I know earlier we had that glitch happen to us where we didn't get one and the other team did, but this one, neither side ends up getting it. So I don't know if that's a glitch too as well, if that's a legit rule in real life. In the postseason, there is no extra inning runner, which I think, especially in a league that wants to score runs and wants to be more exciting and appealing, I would think that would be a great time to have an extra inning running for postseason play like that. If you were to take it out anywhere, it'd probably be taken out the regular season. But due to that fact, we were not able to even get anything that probably would have even moved him up. We go down 1-2-3 there in the top of the 10th, and now it's up to Yamisi Garcia, who comes in for us to do the same for their 8-9-1. Nice fly ball out there, and then a strikeout on the slider low. And it's up to Jimenez with 1-2 count in his favor. Pops this one. This is going to get down in front of Verling. Does he try to stretch it for 2, or does he take what he's given? It looks like he would just take what he is given there, and that'll be a base hit. He's going to try to steal off for second base. Haas comes up throwing, firing. Got him at second base. You got to love it. My man had the arm to go ahead and get him out there, and that'll be an easy way to end the inning. And you can see here with 1 out in the top of the 11th as we went ahead and struck out with Drew Jones. Matt Berlin gets into second base as we go to line that double into the outfield. Great play by him. Akil Badu is up next. Watching the pitches, being careful. They have Sam Hintiedges into the game now as they're going to throw this one over to first base. Looks like we try to move up to third, try to catch them sleeping, just seeing if they make an error or something. Jonathan Scope is up next. He hit that home run to give us the lead earlier. This time he breaks his bat and pops it over to first base. Unfortunate, but that'll be how the 11th inning ends. We're going to Jordan Hicks this time because we could need somebody to eat up a lot of innings, because there's no telling where we're going to score the way we're hitting right now. So we have to put somebody in that I trust. And right now he gets me that nice little pop out. Great job by Akil Badu to come in and rein that in. Jose Ramirez swinging at the circle change, low and away, 1-2. Checks his swing. They look down. He went all the way around on the sinker. Great strikeout there. Alec Bohm, you're up next. 1-1. Can we go and get out of this inning with it still tied? Scope dives for it, picks it up, throws over to first base. Wasn't able to do it with the bat, but saves us with the glove. And now it's 4, 5, and 6 in the 12th. Sam is still going. And he'll have to face off against CJ Cron with a full count now after watching that four-seamer about eye level. 1 for 4 on the day. Can we make it 2 for 5? Well, I should keep it 1 for 4. Nice walk there on the slider outside. Eric Haas is up next. Gets a four-seamer to hit. Crushes this one. He's going to go to center field, but not even touch the warning track as this park is deep out there. And unfortunately, maybe if he pulls it, it's off the wall or at least over it maybe. But since he hit it to dead center field, nothing you can do. 0-2. Baez, go ahead and just go sit down, bro. 0 for 5. I don't even know why you're doing that. That's why you about to get traded this offseason for Keith Clemens to go ahead and have room on the major league roster. Miguel Cabrera is up next. He'll chop this one up the middle. And I hope you retire too to make room for Spencer Torkelson. As that out will go ahead and do it for us. We'll go to bottom 12th. Still have Jordan Hicks in the game, facing 5, 6, and 7. Who knows when this game is going to end at this point, but this could be a good catalyst for it. Berlin cuts it off. Runner's going to stay at first base. A leadoff base runner, though, for him as Oscar Gonzalez is over there. And it'll be up to Yoshida, who's had a great postseason, great game today, 2 for 4. Still pitching him carefully as that circle change nowhere close to even up the count. Gets a slider to hit. Wong's going to try to go get this, and if he's at double play depth, or if he's at normal depth, that's probably a double play. I know I say it often, but those double play depths, the shielding shifts, sometimes they mess you up, just like sometimes the ump messes you up. Nice strikeout call right there. 2-1 here to George Belaria. He's got runners at first and second. They are just 180 feet away from winning this ball game. And now let's go ahead and see if they can get it. Verling's going to have to come in and throw this to the plate. The throw will go in and not even be close. He's in there standing up. The Cleveland Guardians shocked Detroit. They had been the top dogs all season, had the best record in the American League for basically most of the season. And last minute decided to choke. The whole last month was terrible. We get into October. First postseason series, we get straight up swept by division rivals Cleveland Guardians, and they will walk out of here with a victory. Jordan Hicks is the one that will get blamed for the loss here today, but it was no offense. You see Baez, Cabrera, and Wong once again not getting any hits. Drew Jones actually went 1 for 4 today to help out a little bit, but terrible game all the way around. Lange blew another save. I don't know what else to think about it. So we go over to Cleveland, see what happens with them. They end up playing the Rangers in the American League Championship Series and losing 4-1. So here goes the final look at the playoff bracket before we get into the World Series and before we get into the offseason. Next video will be the offseason. We'll go through the complete thing and set up yet another year, getting ready for year 3. So if you guys are ready for that, make sure you guys, as always, leave that like, comment, and subscribe down below. And let's break down what's happening with this playoff bracket. As the Rangers took them 5 games, but they went ahead and took care of the Yankees and then took care of the Guardians in 5. On the National League side, the Padres ended up sweeping the Dodgers, so they feel our pain a little bit. They even had a better record than we did. And then the Braves went ahead and took care of the Cardinals in 4 before sweeping the Padres in 4. So now it'll be Rangers, Braves. Go ahead and put it down below in the comment section. Who is your guess for for World Series winner? And we will check out those awards in the next video, man, and go through, like I said, the complete offseason next time out. It was a great season, a great run for us, but the Cinderella season had to come to an end. It's time to retool, fix what we're missing up, hopefully get a complete year out of our team and get set up for year 3 with some big surprises as we hopefully start to see some of our young guys that we've drafted or acquired start to make that path to the major league. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Keep subscribing and joining the family. And I love every single one of you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. I'm out.